That is one fucking fast ride. You do not want to be going in there. I'm telling you now. About that old Thames, you've got to watch it because it'll draw you in. Most definitely, it's got the ability to draw you right in as the River Thames. Look at that, that's powerful. Powerful. In fact, this was the site of a paddle steamer sank, and this part of the Thames is notorious, and I'll show you why. I think it killed about 90 people, and they all drowned. They all met their deaths around here, and I'll show you. This is a pretty treacherous part of the Thames. Very, very fast flowing. And that's probably one of the reasons why that disaster happened. Oh, oh, gives me the heebie-jeebies up here. And there you'll see why. You'll see why. You can see the speed of this tide. It is absolutely. If you go in there, you will be carried along. I don't think you'll hit an undercurrent, you'll just be dragged along. And obviously there's some debris and stuff in this water that you can get struck by. You know, you don't want to get hit by a log at that speed. But yeah, I'll give you an example as to how fast that tide really is. I've only come down here to test my stream out. Apparently Thames barrier, useless. Thames barrier apparently is no good anymore. We need a new one apparently. That one doesn't work like it used to. But as I say, this is basically where it happened, and I always come down here for a walk. But as you can see, very, very fast flowing Thames today. Let's see if there's another boat soon. There might be another one, we'll see. You never know. I'm going to take a trip out on it in the next couple of weeks. Tell you what, this is good for the mind, I tell you. This is the furthest place you can be away from that fucking disaster over there. I'll tell you what, I need it. South London over there. South London. Yeah, I think it was around the turn of the century, wasn't it, Vic? I'm not too sure. I think it was around then anyway. My brain's a bit clogged up at the moment, but yeah. And I think it was around 80 or 90 people died here. And rumour has it that when it sank, the deceased, I was told a story because people often go to that park over there and they always get a funny sense of things that are going on and stuff. But apparently they laid the bodies, the story is that they laid the bodies in that park over there for ID and identification. They were laid out and spread right over the park. There's probably about 80 or so deceased. That's apparently how the story goes. You could see that where it probably did. Obviously, a disaster, like the ship sort of went down, the steamer sort of went down around here. And obviously, if you look at all these swells, you'll see, and it's a very, very fast flowing stretch of the river. So it's a kind of danger point. I think it's actually where it sort of widens and... Yeah, and the story I was told, you know, there's a lot about the incident itself, but this extra little thing someone told me is that the stories that they heard that the deceased were laid out over there for identification and removal. So, and people always say to me, it's a funny old park. When you walk through there, I don't really like going through it. Not for those purposes, but it just always feels like there's someone watching you, to be honest with you. Even as going over there as a kid. And I think there's a memorial to it as well over there somewhere. But I'll tell you what, today this tide is really, really high. You never know, we might catch a boat. And as I say, after a few bad days, it's just so nice to come and sit down here. It really is. And be as far away from that fuckery over there as I can. Shouts out to everyone watching the stream. I can't even see fuck all, the screen's like glary. I think we might have some boat action. I know I'm being boring today, but at the end of the day, I need a bit of a fucking break. Because we'll be live on Friday. I'll be live on Friday at the Home Office on Friday. We will be there 12 o'clock. live and direct. Home office, 12 o'clock on Friday. So I'm just on here testing this little stream out, making sure it's all right, because it has been giving me jib. Might have a bit of tug. I know everything I say comes out wrong, so I have to be careful, but please don't take it the wrong way. I think we might have some tug action in a minute. And we've got a big one coming in. No, he's turned round. So as I say, don't forget Friday, 12 o'clock, I'll be in London, in the city. Pink Ladies in full support. Is he coming this way? I don't know. So what do they do then? Do they zigzag over? Because I fancy, I'm going on this, and he said it's about 20 quid from here to go to the other end, wherever it fucking stops, turn around and come back. So they must crisscross over. You know, they're not like buses, one don't go on that side, or... So he should be coming to this one next. When the boat comes in... Oh, it's lovely. It's just basically just sand and stuff that gets churned up. Because if you look, Mary, what that is, if you look at the colour, it's very sandy, yeah? And over there, you've got, I think it's a kind of tarmac. And all your sand, let's have a look. All your sand is mounted up on a big pile over there, yeah? And if you notice, all these banks are very, very sandy. And that's basically what happens is, obviously, you know, these sand barges come in, they offload them, and the water sort of absorbs a lot of the sand. And where there's a lot of current, you know, basically that's not, you know, it's a nasty water, yeah, don't get me wrong. But that's basically sand being churned up. And obviously there are banks of it along this stretch of the Thames as well, down in the water. Yeah, but that's a sand refinery, cement. You never know, we might get some... might get a bit of boat action, you never know. RIVERWATch with Matty G. You can make a YouTube channel out of anything these days, you know that. You can make a YouTube channel out of everything. There's a guy that does pretty well, and all he does is film a street, and he does quite well out of it, I'll tell you. Well, let me move over here, because... But I'll tell you what, you're going to go in there. Matty G's going to get dangerous and give you a night. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, look at this. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's well worth coming down here today. Oh, well worth coming down here. Oh, check this beast out. If you want to like and share this channel, we also do all the mundane, boring things in life as well. So right now we've got, check this big old beast out. I'll tell you what. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I think they've basically, they know the ship's coming over there. Sorry, love. Yeah, they've actually been notified. Right, what happens is, obviously they get to the Thames barrier. The Thames barrier then notifies the receiving end of them, and it's all neenah, neenah, neenah. It's absolutely enthralling. Look at that beast. Yeah, Victoria, I think it's just tourists and the nouveau riche, really, that use them. The hoi polloi people of phylofats. I think that's about the only people that sort of use them, to be honest with you. But I'm going to have a go. Apparently it's 20 quid a go, so I'm going to have a go in the summer. Right, we've got... Hang on a minute. Hang on. Hang on, we could have a collision here. We've got a ship coming in. I don't know if you can hear it, but the neenahs are going off. And you've got a ferry coming in, so I don't know what they're going to do here. This is getting really exciting. Yeah, I think he's slowing down, actually. And here we go. And it's got a British flag on the front as well, made in England, eh? Right, so we've got some ferry action here. But here we go, here comes the beastie.
It's not going to be this one, is it?
I think it might be actually, but the thing is, if you tap to get on, you have to tap out the parking, so we pay for 2 trips, so pay the maximum fare.
Okay, what's that? Thank you.
Come on, mate, get a move on. Get a move on, son. He's blocking me. He's blocking me docking. He's dock blocking. He's dock blocking. Come on. He's dock blocking. Come on, move, bruv. Move this piece of shit out the way. I want to see the big boy. Come on, they have to tap in like a fucking bus and everything, innit? Fuck me. Nah. I waited an hour for this. Here we go. And I'll tell you what then, half shift, watch him go. He ain't mucking about, watch. Reverse gear. Mate, you fucked it. Whoa, and we're off. Look at him go. As quick as he came, he went. And I know that feeling. Ahoy, off you go. The Meteor Clipper. And here we go, here's the big boy. The City of Westminster. This is the one I've been waiting for. I feel like that guy that jumps up and down when he sees a train. What's his name? Yeah, City of Westminster, this one. And she's just pulled in. They notified Thames Barrier earlier on. And what happens is as they come in, they notify Thames Barrier, and then they all neenahs and beep beeps because they're getting ready for it. And here it comes. Probably from Holland, I think, or somewhere like that, maybe. I don't think it's come, mate, or maybe Tilbury, somewhere like that. How you doing, Dan? You all right, mate? And there it is. The city of Westminster. What a beast. No worries, bruv. Good, good. I'll tell you what, you can actually feel the vibration of the old ship there as he swings it round. I'll tell you what, this is such... Everything I say, sorry, yet again, this is such light relief for me. I'm telling you, because the past few months have been a bit mad. When you're standing in a group of 2,000 people giving you death threats, tends to have its toll. But we'll be back live on Friday, don't forget, at the Home Office, supporting the Pink Ladies and their cause, yeah? But I'm just out here today, absolutely loving it, stress-free, as far away from that fucking shithole as I can be. Right, so now, oh, it's a shame Kirstina's not on here, is she? Hang on, let me see if I can get her in. Don't worry, I've just notified my qualified team to get in touch with me to explain the phenomena of why seagulls gather around these ships, although I think they don't carry any grain. Maybe, I don't know, I've just messaged her, she may be on here in a minute. Maybe it's because of the I would think that it may be because of maybe the barnacles or maybe whatever it carries along. Yeah, it's a weird one, because you always see them.
I assumed they have some kind of cargo, fish cargo.
No, you see, that's what I mean. A bit more tug action for everyone. There we go, the London Recovery Service. But yeah, see, and it's always a thing that I've always found. I don't know whether they're disturbing their habitat. Maybe they were floating around and we haven't seen them, or is it? I think it may be because of what's around the boat itself. Because they're also look.
Must be, because they're not
Yeah.
this one, are they?
No, so I would say it's like barnacles and mollusks and stuff like that.
Weird.
Yeah, it's strange. Yeah, it is strange, and I've got half an idea, and I think it's basically down to that. I think obviously, you know, as it goes through the water, things might get thrown on board, or and they might smell the sea water on it. I don't know, but I think it's obviously something's coming off of it, or I think it might be the vibrations maybe churning up fish in the water. I have got someone. I've got someone who's a bit of an
Listen to it, it's really quite loud.
Yeah, I've notified someone who's into that sort of thing, so we'll probably whittle it down to the fact that they've churned up all the little fish and slugs and whatever that they feed on. And there you go. Trying to make the boring look interesting.